The concept of the Ancient Agora as a holodeck invites us to reimagine this vibrant center of public life in ancient Greece, not just as a physical space, but as an early form of immersive experience, akin to the fictional holodecks in science fiction. A holodeck, in essence, is a virtual reality space that simulates environments and scenarios, providing users with interactive experiences. By likening the Agora to a holodeck, we're suggesting that it served as more than a marketplace or meeting ground. It was a complex social arena where ideas, cultures, and identities were constructed and deconstructed in a highly interactive manner. The significance of this perspective lies in its potential to transform our understanding of ancient social dynamics. Viewing the Agora as a constructed space where reality was simulated through discourse, performance, and ritual enhances our appreciation of how deeply structured the societal interactions were. It becomes a powerful metaphor for the exchange of ideas and the shaping of cultural realities, much like how a holodeck enables users to explore different facets of reality. Two illustrative examples of this concept include the theatrical performances that took place in the Agora and the philosophical dialogues initiated by Socratic discussions. Theatrical performances, with their elaborate costumes and scripted narratives, can be seen as live, interactive sessions that allowed participants to engage with complex themes, much like a simulated environment would. Similarly, the Socratic dialogues that occurred in these spaces encouraged citizens to question and explore philosophical ideas, creating an interactive and dynamic reality that constantly evolved based on participant interaction. Supporters of this idea might point to the philosophical and democratic innovations of ancient Greece as proof of the Agora's effectiveness as an experiential learning and interactive environment. However, challenges to this viewpoint include the argument that comparing ancient public spaces to modern technological constructs oversimplifies the complexity of historical contexts and the human imagination involved at the time. This approach could face controversies or alternative viewpoints from those who argue that equating a physical, historical space with a sci-fi concept risks anachronism or diminishes the craftsmanship and tangible significance of historical sites. It might also confront perspectives suggesting that modern technology cannot faithfully replicate the nuanced interpersonal interactions of ancient societies. The notion of the Agora as a holodeck dynamically links to broader discussions on how societies construct realities, either through technology or communal interactions. It encourages deeper exploration into how cultural spaces, whether ancient or modern, shape human experience and identity, thereby influencing every facet of the main topic on galaxies and broader universal observation by framing them as stages for interaction and discovery. The concept of agora historically refers to the central public space in ancient Greek city-states, serving as a focal point for political, commercial, social, and cultural activities. The agora was the heart of civic life, where citizens gathered for military duty, markets thrived with traders selling goods, and philosophical discussions shaped societal norms. It was a platform for democracy, where assemblies and councils were held, and ideas were exchanged freely, embodying the ethos of ancient Greek society. In relation to the topic, Galaxies in the Agora, could Ancient Agora be a constructed holodeck? Exploring the historical role of the Agora is significant because it invites us to consider these ancient spaces as sophisticated environments, perhaps analogous to the modern concept of a holodeck. This concept raises intriguing ideas. Could the Agora have been purposefully designed, akin to a simulated space that facilitated human interaction and knowledge expansion? Two specific examples illustrate this point. First, the Athenian Agora, famously bustling with activities, reflects a dynamic environment where democracy was actively practiced and refined. Its layout facilitated political debates and decision-making processes crucial to its functioning. Second, the Agora of Corinth, renowned for its large size and bustling trade, was a melting pot of cultures and ideas. It became a center for diffusion, akin to a living knowledge hub, where East met West and culture exchanged hands as easily as commodities. Supporters of this idea, such as some modern scholars, suggest that the Agora might have been an early attempt to simulate ideal societal interactions, providing a controlled environment where civic virtue might flourish similarly to the way a holodeck could simulate different realities for learning. However, challenges arise when positing the Agora as an engineered social construct. Some critics argue that attributing such intentional complexity to ancient societies might impose modern interpretations on historical structures. The notion that ancient civilizations could purposefully design spaces with holodeck-like intentions might face skepticism from traditional historians who emphasize the organic development of social structures over time. This discussion connects to the broader topic by suggesting that just as galaxies in the cosmos are complex and intricately designed, so too might have been the ancient agoras. This analogy shakes the common perception of historical spaces, pushing us to rethink their purpose and functionality. By considering the agora in this light, we can explore how space, whether cosmic or civic, shapes and influences human interaction and development. The concept of technological feasibility of a holodeck in ancient times delves into the intriguing hypothesis of whether the ancient agora, a central public space in Greek city-states, could have been akin to a holodeck, a simulated reality facility, most famously depicted in modern science fiction series like Star Trek. A holodeck, in this context, refers to an advanced technology capable of creating fully immersive environments indistinguishable from reality. The consideration of such technology existing in ancient times challenges our understanding of historical technological capabilities and invites a reimagining of ancient spaces as complex interactive arenas. This idea is significant because it bridges the ancient world with contemporary technology, inviting us to reconsider historical interpretations of public spaces. Were the ancient agoras more than just meeting places, potentially designed with intricacies lost to history that facilitated advanced simulations or experiences? Such speculation pushes the boundaries of archaeology and ancient history, inciting creative mythologies of the past. While no direct evidence supports ancient societies possessing such advanced technology, parallels can be drawn from the way ancient civilizations utilized sophisticated methods within the resources available to them. For example, the Antikythera mechanism, an ancient Greek analog computer, demonstrates their capacity for complex engineering. Similarly, ancient architectural marvels like the acoustics of the Epidaurus Theatre reflect a profound understanding of physics and space manipulation that aligns with the creative spirit behind a holodeck. Supporters of this speculative idea might argue that historical texts and mythologies often hint at lost technologies or spaces imbued with mystical qualities, possibly suggesting advanced understanding obscured by time. Critics, however, would highlight the lack of concrete evidence and the dangers of over-romanticizing the past based on modern technological frameworks, which could lead to misinterpretations of archaeological findings. The concept raises challenges related to differentiating between metaphor, myth, and historical fact. It also confronts the practicality of such technology existing without a trace. Yet, it remains a compelling narrative tool that could reshape discussions about ancient cultures' potential sophistication and technological achievements. In exploring this idea, we not only ponder the technological capabilities of ancient civilizations, but also reflect on the cultural and philosophical implications such advancements, real or imagined, could have had on societies. The intersection of fact and fiction opens doors to new narratives about how ancient spaces like the Agora might continue to influence our understanding of human interaction and technological progression. The concept of cultural and mythological interpretations of the Agora delves into the rich tapestry of narratives and beliefs that have historically surrounded ancient agoras, viewing them not just as physical spaces, but as culturally and mythologically potent environments. Agoras were central to Greek city-states, serving as bustling epicenters for commerce, political discourse, and social interaction. Beyond their physical functions, they were imbued with symbolic meanings, bridging the mundane with the divine and the everyday with the extraordinary. The significance of this point becomes evident when considering the provocative hypothesis that the agora could be perceived as a kind of constructed holodeck. Just as a holodeck in science fiction creates immersive environments for users, the agora was seen as a stage where myth and reality intertwined. It was not merely a marketplace, but a space alive with stories of gods, heroes, and mythical events that permeated daily life, influencing the cultural consciousness. Such an interwoven experience of the tangible and intangible encouraged a shared cultural identity and allowed mythological interpretations to shape social norms and values. Two illustrative examples enhance our understanding of this cultural and mythological dimension. The Hephaestion, overlooking the Athenian agora, exemplifies this blend where mythology and civic life merged as citizens worshipped Hephaestus, integrating religious practice into their daily activities. Similarly, the myth of Theseus and the Minotaur was often invoked in the agora, serving as both an educational story and a moral guide, reminding citizens of virtues such as bravery, cunning, and strength vital to the societal ethos. Supporters of this idea argue that viewing agoras as mythologically charged spaces enriches our appreciation of their role in ancient societies, allowing modern audiences to understand how narratives can shape spaces, and vice versa. However, some historians challenge the notion, suggesting it romanticizes the agora, potentially overshadowing its mundane functions and the socio-economic realities of the time. Others argue this perspective risks imposing modern conceptual frameworks like the holodeck onto ancient contexts. Despite these criticisms, the interplay between cultural mythology and the agora helps explore broader themes about how societies construct their realities, intertwining physical and narrative worlds. This perspective not only deepens our understanding of the agora's role in ancient societies, but also invites us to reconsider how shared narratives might shape contemporary public spaces, perhaps informing urban design, community storytelling, or even virtual creative endeavors today.